Hi everyone, the Joyful Yogini here. So for today's class, I use the inspiration by pulling cards from Ted Andrews' The Animal Wise Tarot deck. I pulled three cards. The first one is the Lion. So this is connecting in with our inner strength, our willpower, our confidence, our courage, but from the feminine side. This is tuning in to the energy of the sun. And so that feminine side is that gentle side, that patient side, yet it's very powerful. And lions can work together as a team using cooperation to go in also for the hunt. So this is using cooperation and connecting in with that inner feminine. So we're going to be doing that during this class. The other two cards that came up, and they were also upside down. So there might be something we're not fully embracing right now. So the snake, resurrection. So it's shedding of the old to go into the new. So we've been going through a beautiful transformation, or I could say transmutation. We are letting go all of us that's no longer serving us. And there might be some doors you need to close. Maybe it's doors on career or certain relationships. Maybe the way you've been eating, maybe your lifestyle hasn't been working for you. So we need to close the door to what is no longer working and step in to an alignment that is, what's the word? The wording I'm wanting to use, it's to align with our soul, align with our soul's purpose, let go of all that is no longer agreeing with us, right? It's letting go of what doesn't feel right. So it's connecting in with those emotions, connecting in with how you feel on. So I'm very much an empath, so I go with how I feel, I tune into the emotions. So that's the way I word it, because that's what works for me, and the way I connect with my environment. But how do you connect in? So connect in what's working for you, what's not working for you. Let go of what's no longer working for you. We also have the Cobra, swift action. So think about over these next few days, do you get, are opportunities opening for you rather than let fear step in and prevent you from moving forward? If you have that inner excitement, if it feels good, this is the time. Go for it. Doors are open now. Go for it. So enjoy the class. And if you want to join any of my classes live, send me a DM and I can just send you the information. Or if you're looking for a one-on-one channeled reading and healing session, you can also send me a DM. You can always visit my website, thejoyfulyogini.ca, and you can send me a message through there. So thank you so much. We'll meet you on the mat in at a cross-legged or whatever position that feels best on your butt or buttocks, on your booty. Let's meet you there. All right, so let's just start by breathing in and out through our nose. Hello, Chewy. You can activate your Ujjayi breath if you'd like to add that into your practice. So you just simply slightly constrict the back of your throat on the breath out. Okay, let's start by rolling our head gently. So we're going to bring our chin to, let's say, the left shoulder. By all means, if you want to start at the right, and just roll your head down towards the opposite side. And then we're going to roll the other way. Now, if you haven't set an intention for this practice yet, or for your day, set an intention. How do you want your day to feel like? How do you want it to flow? How do you want to feel during the rest of the day and at the end of the day? Do you want to feel playful, joyful? Do you want to feel like you accomplished a certain amount of things today? Do you want to have the feeling of being productive, feeling peaceful? So decide how you want to feel today. Let's bring our head to center and bring our ear to our left shoulder and our right arm out. And if you like, you can take your left hand and just place it on your head
Not cranking your neck at all, not pulling on it. It can just be, let the gravity pull your head down gently, just a little bit more. Let's go to the other side. Oh, it feels so nice on the neck. And let's go to a neutral neck. Let's roll our shoulders back. Roll our shoulders forward. And let's roll them back again. Now let's bring our heart towards our left knee. So you bring it forward towards the left knee and then going across the top of your feet over to the other side. And then get your belly, like concave your belly. Bring your belly. Why I'm having problems explaining this today. We're just going to be rolling. How about that? We're rolling from one knee to the other. And then you're going to lean back and your belly is tucked in and your spine is rolled. The back of your heart is pushing to the back of the room when you're back there. And let's just keep on rolling. You can go at your own pace, rolling in one direction, and whenever you feel ready to go in the opposite direction, go for it. I'm going to start going in the opposite direction now. We're gently warming up the spine. And then let's do a gentle seated cat-cow here. So we're going to push our heart forward, our chin goes up slightly, breathing in. Breathing out, belly button to spine, round the back, pushing that heart to the back wall. And then let's breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. One last time in each direction. Let's do it. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. All right, let's go on to our hands and knees, tabletop. We're still going to warm up our spine and also our shoulders. So let's breathe in and let's lift that left arm up. Open up the heart and let's roll our wrists one way. Give our wrists lots of love. Roll them the other way. And then let's thread the needle down, bringing our left cheek to the mat. Our right hand can be beside our face, reaching forward, or even have it behind your back. And breathe. And tuck that belly in. If you want to add extra balance, by all means, you can take that right leg, stretch it back, foot is flexed, and you can raise that leg up. You don't have to do this stage. It's just if it feels right for you today, and it might be easier on one side than the other side. So just acknowledge that, embrace your body where you're at today. But not only your body, but your mind. Where's your mind? Where are you mentally? Where are you emotionally? Let's bring that leg back down if it was up. Plant that right hand beside the face if it's not already there. And let's unwind that arm, reaching it all the way up, opening up your heart to the sky again. And then bring that hand back down to the mat. So let's do that to the other side. Let's breathe in, raise that arm up. Now, top of the class, let's roll that wrist one way. I was talking about the card I pulled, the lion. Bringing in the energy of the sun. Haven't changed your wrist direction, roll it the other way. And then let's thread the needle down and bring our right cheek down towards the mat. Right hand could be beside the face, reaching forward, or bring behind the back. So bringing in the energy of the sun is bringing in the strength of your goddess side. That beautiful feminine energy that is gentle, that is soft, but it's also very powerful. Now, if you like, you can take that leg and practice your balance as well. So that left leg reaches back and you can lift that up. I feel like I'm more wobbly on this side today. Tucking that belly in. And let's drop that knee down to the mat. Plant that left hand beside the face if it's not already there. Unthread the needle, reaching high up into the sky again, facing that beautiful sun. And let's bring that hand back down. Let's go on to our bellies now. Let's start in crocodile. So hands overlapping each other, forehead down on your hands, elbows other side of the mat. Send some breath to any tight parts in your body. Bring your attention even to your lower back. Do you have any tension there? Whatever it means to you, you can send some breath that way. And on your breath out, give your lower back full permission, or wherever you're sending the breath, to fully relax. Now we're going to get that lower back activated, and then we'll give it permission to relax and chill out again. So let's get it working. We're going to lift our chest up off the ground, bring your arms into cactus or into a goalpost position. You're pulling your wings back and down, so your upper back is working right now, and your lower back is working. So if you want to add more intensity, lift your legs up off of the ground, breathing in and out through your nose. No need to hold your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose as you're welcoming the strengthening of your back. Breathe in, lift up a little bit higher if you can. Breathe out, reach your arms forward. Your head looks down towards the mat. Legs can stay up off the ground if that feels right for you today. Breathe in, lift your chest up a little bit higher. Breathe out, reach forward, head is facing down. If you want, you can add your legs opening and closing with this. You can breathe in, bring your arms to cactus, and legs can open up. Breathe out, reach forward, legs close. Breathe in, legs open, chest is up. Breathe out, legs close, reach forward. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, legs open, chest up. Breathe out, legs close, reach forward, and then back down to crocodile. Rest your head along your hands, on top of your hands. Give your lower back permission to fully relax. Allow your belly to just melt into the mat. Another deep breath here. And maybe your breath out, you can let it out of your mouth, and any excess energy you might have, any thoughts or tensions, let's release that through our breath. Okay, let's bring our hands close to our chest. You can tuck your toes, come onto your knees. With those toes tucked, you're going to push your hips up into the first downward dog of the practice. And let's start by pedaling out the feet, giving your calves and hamstrings and Achilles tendons lots of love. Pushing your heart towards your thighs. Bend both knees, push your heart closer towards your thighs, and then push your heels towards the mat, keeping your heart close, feeling that beautiful stretch up the back of your legs. And you even might feel tension or the sides of your back, your lats working. Let's breathe in as we lift the right leg up. Let's open up the hip, bend the leg. Let's do some nice hip rotations, dropping the knee down and spinning it around nice and gently. So just nice rotation of the hip, maybe 3 times in one direction. You can go at your own pace. and then 3 times in the opposite direction. And then let's level out the hips. Let's bring the knee towards the nose and hold for 3, 2, 1. 3-legged dog, bring that up again. Let's bring the knee to the nose one more time. Again, 3, 2, 1. Back up to 3-legged dog. You know what? 3, 3. Let's do it a third time. Bring it to the nose. 3, 2, 1. For here, now, bring that leg forward between your legs. Set yourself up for warrior 1. So let's bring that back leg maybe a little bit further out to the edge of the mat to open up those hips more. You can have that back foot at a 45-degree angle. Make your way up. Hands on your hips to start. Make sure your hips are level, facing forward. And then you can either keep your hands here or bring them up. Now, your head can just be looking forward, or you can look up towards the ceiling if that feels nice on your neck. You can even bring your hands together if that feels nice. Breathe in, elongate the spine, and reach with those fingertips. You can either stay here, or as you breathe out, bring your arms down to cactus. Beautiful. Now let's take those arms and slowly bring them down in a sweeping motion as if we're collecting beautiful positive energy, continuing to raise our arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to add in some breath work with this. So let's breathe in as we elongate, breathe out, sweeping our arms first to cactus, and then all the way around, reaching up as we breathe in. Breathe out, bring the arms to cactus, and then sweep them all the way down. So do that again, breathe in and up, and breathe out, opening up that heart to the sun. Let's do that one more time, breathe in and up. Open up your heart to the sun. Beautiful. Okay, bringing the arms up, and then let's shift to warrior 2. So we might need to shift that back leg more to the center of the mat. Get nice and deep in that warrior 2 pose. Feel the power. Feel your inner power and strength. Now, sometimes life can be a little bit scary because there's things that we're unsure of, that we should let go of, that we should walk towards, doors that we should open or doors that we should close. It can be so confusing sometimes. Let's go into reverse warrior. But when we connect to our feminine energy and that inner lion or that inner lioness, we have an opportunity to be able to feel our power and make decisions that are best for us, that are aligned with our heart, that make our heart sing, and that also create that excitement of change. Let's straighten that front leg. Feel that nice long stretch up the side body. Now let's bring our arms to the sides. We're going to go into triangle. If you want, you can shorten your stance a little bit. Tick tock. We're going down. Wherever that right hand lands, you can stay there, or you can slide down lower, hand anywhere on your leg or onto a block or onto your foot or right onto the mat. Think long. Think long spine, long legs. If it feels nice on your neck, you can look up at that thumb, or feel free to have your head looking right down onto the mat. So whatever feels nice on your body today. Now let's give ourselves a little bit of a challenge, and let's try half moon. So you can bend that front knee. This back leg is going to come closer to the front as we reach forward about 12 inches to the front and maybe to the right of that foot. Reaching, bringing that back leg up. You can flex the foot. The left arm is pointing straight up. If you want to add to the balance challenge, you can even look up at the ceiling, look up towards the hand, or feel free to just continue to look at the ground. That is what I'm doing to keep my balance. And then we're going to bend that front leg as gracefully as we can, make our way back to warrior 2. And that can be a couple steps to get yourselves back into Warrior Two. It's whatever we need, right? And then from here, let's windmill the hands down. Bring yourself into plank pose. And let's hold our plank for a little bit. Now, if you need to go onto your forearms, because maybe your wrists are bothering you, by all means, you can do plank on your forearms. You can have your feet as wide as you need them to feel stable. And if you want, you can make this a movement plank by going forward and back on your toes. Or you can just hold it. Just find stillness. Okay, from here, we're gonna lower all the way down to our bellies. You could go to your knees if you like, or breathe forward, or breathe in, go forward on your toes, and then slowly lower down onto your belly. Hands close to your chest. Let's breathe in and come up for Cobra. Breathe out and come on down. Breathe in and up to Cobra. And breathe out and down. One more time. Enjoy this Cobra. Breathe in and up. We are doing a lot of shedding of our skins. We are shedding layers of beliefs, patterns, energy, and emotions that are no longer serving us. Hold this Cobra in a way that feels good for you. If you need to go back down to your belly, please do. If you'd like, you can switch to Sphinx pose. So those elbows close to the wrists, fingers are reaching forward, heart is pushing forward, so chest is up, chin is up slightly. Just listen to your neck. What's a perfect position for your neck today? You feel your lower back working right now. You're pushing the tops of your feet down. So feel the Cobra or Sphinx within your body. Acknowledge the things that you're shedding that are no longer working for you. You know, maybe there's an area in your life you've been wanting to move forward in, but you've just been a little bit scared. If this is right, this is change. What if I don't like it? I'll miss this. But maybe there's going to be even more than you can ever imagine that will open up for you by having the courage to move forward. Okay, whatever way you'd like to get there, I want you to find your way back to downward dog. So I'm going to bring my hands close to my chest. I'm going to tuck my toes. You can go up onto your knees or simply push up to plank and then make your way to downward dog. All right, let's breathe in and lift that left leg up. Let's open up the hip, bend the leg. You're stacking the hips, foot is flexed. In your own timing, you can roll that hip, beautiful hip circles, 3 in one direction and 3 in another direction. Again, in your own beautiful timing. And then once again, let's level out the hips, 3-legged dog. Let's breathe in as we bring our knee towards our nose and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, 3-legged dog. And again, bring the knee to the nose. 2 and 1. 3-legged dog. Let's go for that third time. Knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. This time, bring that leg all the way through. Plant that foot, set yourself up for Warrior One. You can start with your hips, or your hands on your hips, making sure your hips are level, facing forward. If you like, you can raise those arms up. You can even bring your hands together and look up if that feels good for you. Breathe in, elongate the spine, reach with your fingertips. Breathe out, let's go to cactus, and then sweep those arms all the way through, scooping up beautiful positive energy. We can keep on at your own pace. Keep doing this motion, and as you're thinking about it, and as you're breathing through it, I want you to connect in with your manifesting abilities. You have the the ability to manifest brilliance in your life. And it starts with your thoughts and where your focus is and where your energy is. And you can visualize this energetic motion as you've planted the seeds and now you're bringing the beautiful manifestations to you. And it's coming down through your crown, enveloping every single cell in your body and helping everything to manifest into the brilliance of who you are and where your desires are and what is aligned with your soul, with your soul's purpose. Okay, from here, let's switch over to Warrior 2. You can switch in a way that feels best for you. Find your stance. Find the power within it. Feel the four corners of both feet firmly planted on the mat, reaching with those fingertips in the opposite direction, pulling in your belly. You'll feel it in your glute muscle too, especially that left glute. And then let's move our way into reverse warrior. The right hand, you can place it where it feels best. You can wrap it around your thigh, bring it behind your back, or just let it land wherever it lands. Let's straighten that front leg. Enjoy that extra long stretch at the side body. You can feel it even stretching right into your neck. Feel free to look up or even look down at that back foot. I've just noticed some more dirt on my calf. It must have been from a dog jumping up on me. I had a shower. I did, I swear. But this was before my walk. That's the problem. Okay, let's bring our arms to the sides and let's shorten our stance here. Okay, so we're gonna go to triangle pose. Stick that booty out, reach forward, tick-tock. We're coming down. You can look up at that hand towards the ceiling if that feels good for you. Find where you wanna place that left hand. You can picture an imaginary wall behind you that you're leaning into. Feel the beautiful opening up the backs of your legs into your glutes. The beautiful twisting of your spine. Okay, let's challenge our balance now. Let's bend that front knee. Reach forward with that left hand. Bring that right leg closer. And if you can, you're lifting. Oh, I'm losing my balance here. You're lifting that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. You can flex that back foot. You might be shaky. I know I'm feeling the shakiness. Some days this might be easier for us than others. Sometimes one side will be easier than the other side. And then let's come out of this as gracefully as we can and make our way back to Warrior 2. Let's windmill the hands down. Get yourself back into plank. And this time, we can go right onto our forearms. If you weren't there before, we're gonna go there now. So plank on our forearms. You can either stay here or you can go into dolphin by pushing those hips up, walking your feet closer. You don't have to go super close. Just find what feels good for you. Allow your head and neck to hang. Tucking that belly in. Feel your upper back working, your shoulders working. Find the strength in this position. You can have your hands and fists if you want. Your hands can be flat on the mat. I like putting my hands in fists and have them sideways. It just feels good for my body and the way it wants to work. Okay. Now, you can do your choice of vinyasa here. So I'm going to go up onto my hands again. You can simply lower yourself right to your belly if you want, to cobra or chaturanga dandasana. halfway down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And let's bend the knees, look forward, step or hop towards the top of the mat, and fold. Okay, hang down here for a little bit. Your feet can be shoulder width apart, or by all means, you can bring them closer. Grab onto opposite elbows and allow your head and neck to hang. Bringing your belly close to your thighs. You can have your knees as bent as much as you want to, but feel free to think about straightening your legs a little bit in a manner that feels best for you and the backs of your legs. Let's drop our hands down, breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. Breathe in, let's come all the way up. And then breathe out, hands to our hearts. All right, I'm gonna come to the long edge of the mat, and we're gonna do tree pose. So our left foot is gonna be planted on the mat. Right foot, you can either just have the heel against your ankle, knee coming out to the side. You can use a chair or a wall for balance, or you can also move your foot anywhere above or below your knee. Choose the hand positioning that feels best for you. Find a spot on the wall that you can focus on. Oh, my balance definitely feels more off today than it has been, because I'm on my better side right now, but I'm definitely need more balance. So I'm bringing my arms out to the sides because I find I can get much better balance with my arms out. But you can also reach your arms up. Allow your branches of your tree to sway if needed. Breathing in and out through your nose. Find the stability even within the instability. You are safe, you are grounded, you are protected. You can always call upon Archangel Michael if you believe in that, right? We all have our own belief systems. I call upon him to ask for support, for protection, to clear my energy field. And then let's bring our hands back down to our heart if they're not already there, and then plant that foot. So I'm going to call upon, and if you're not into this, then you don't have to accept the energy. I'm going to call upon Archangel Michael to come and clear all of our energy fields, to cut cords with everybody that it would not be for our highest and greatest good to be connected with. The individuals that it would be for our highest and greatest good to be connected with are our children who are not at a point of independence yet. And we'll ask Archangel Michael to protect us in his beautiful light. He has a beautiful blue light, but now he has this gorgeous golden shimmering light that is all what we could use right now. So I'm asking for his gold shimmering light to protect us all. And then let's place all of our weight onto our right foot now. We'll do tree pose on the opposite side. Choose the version that feels best for you. Find a point on the wall to focus on. And breathe in and out through your nose. Your core engaged, helping you with your stability. Drop that leg down. Wow, I saw some beautiful tree poses there. Amazing. Okay, let's bring our legs out. You can bring your toes out and hands at your heart. Let's come down to Goddess. And breathe. Really pushing those legs out. If you want, you can have your hands there. You can even help them to keep those knees out and back, tall and heart out. either keep your hands here or breathe in, come a little bit deeper, reach those arms up, stretch those legs, breathe out, come back down, squat down, maybe even a little bit lower, breathe in and up. Squat down into our power goddess stance. Breathe in and up. Breathe out, come on down. And hold for 10, 9. You can go side to side if you want. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, come on up. Keep your legs straight, breathe out, hands to your heart. Nice. All right, we're gonna come down to squat malasana. I like to do it this way because I like to aim where my feet are at the outer edges of the mat. And I have my feet at a bit of an angle. They're at about 45-degree angle. We all have different lengths of legs. So you'll need to play with your stance. You might need to put your feet in a little bit closer or maybe a little bit further. So pay attention to what your body needs. You can try different things. We're gonna come down to squat malasana. So you're bringing your bum right down. You're aiming, you're trying, you don't have to, but you're aiming to have your heels on the ground. And so, woo, I almost fell over. So that's why you might need to play with your stance, how wide your feet are. This can be uncomfortable if your hips are super tight. And if they are super tight, it's so great for you to acknowledge that. You can come down in this pose for a little bit, get out of it. You can try to get back in again. It's up to you. If you want to do a totally different pose, if you want to go back to goddess squat, you can. So you choose. Your elbows are on the insides of your thighs, gently pushing outward. Try to have a nice, tall, long spine. Breathing in and out through your nose. When I first started this squat, I could barely get into it. And this was just about a year ago. I wasn't able to stay in very long. It was uncomfortable, but every time I got better and better. So it will get better. Then you can take your right hand in front, your left hand behind, and you can slowly push yourself back up. Okay, so let's go to the top of our mat. Yeah, feet shoulder width apart. Breathe in and up. Breathe out, swan dive down, hinging at the hips. Bend your knees when you need to. Come all the way down. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. Let's go to plank pose. Your choice of vinyasa here. I'm going to do chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, forward on the toes, halfway down, upward facing dog, over the toes to downward dog. Okay, so we're going to do a version of what we've already done. We're going to speed it up. We're going to breathe in, lift the right leg up. Instead of doing the hip circles, we're going to go right to knee to nose. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Lift that leg up. Let's do that again. Knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg all the way through. Set yourself up for warrior 1. Hips facing forward. Breathe in. Cactus pose. Arms come all the way down. Arms up as you breathe in. Breathe out. Arms are scooping around. Come on up. One last time. Come down and around and up, and then shift into warrior 2. Nice. Reverse warrior. Straighten that front leg. Arms out to the sides. Shorten your stance if needed for triangle pose. Reaching forward, booty out. Tick-tock, come on down. Okay, half moon. Bend that front leg, reach forward. Bring that back leg a little bit closer. And if you can, bring that left arm up. You can flex that back foot. Find your stability. And then from here, warrior 2. Adjust as you need to. Okay, windmill the hands down. Plank pose. Your choice of vinyasa. All right, left leg, breathe in, left leg up, knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, left leg up. Again, knee to nose. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog, knee to nose. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg all the way forward. Set yourself up, warrior 1. Breathe in, elongate, reach those fingers up, and then cactus, scoop those arms around as you breathe out. Breathe in, reach up, and scoop those arms around. Breathe in and up, scoop those arms around, opening up your heart. Last time, breathe in and up, and then shift to warrior 2. Find your power in your stance. Reverse warrior. Come a little bit deeper in that front leg. Straighten that front leg. Arms to the sides. Shorten your stance. Triangle pose. Tucking in that belly. Half moon. Reaching forward, lift that back leg. Find your stability. You can flex that back foot. And then find your way back to warrior 2. Windmill the hands down, plank pose. Your choice of vinyasa. Meeting in downward dog. All right, let's breathe in as we lift that right leg up. Breathe out. We're going to bring that leg forward into swan or pigeon pose. So bringing that leg across the mat. You can have your foot as close to your groin as needed. Try to flex that foot slightly if you can. I know my ankle is it's still not, my mobility isn't still totally there from rolling over on it, so I need to keep my foot really close to my groin right now. Breathe in, elongate the spine, open up the heart, opening up your heart to the sun, really breathing in that goddess, gentle energy, but in your power, your willpower, your confidence, your courage of who you are, and all that you represent, those beautiful skills that you have, and gifts that you share with the world. You can stay up here or come down onto your forearms, or even rest your head on your forearms or right onto the mat. So whatever feels best for you today. Breathing in and breathing out. Use your breath to further open up that hip. Try to lean into the right hip. And if you have some space, I know I do, I have space between my hip and the mat. You can always put a pillow under there or a block, and that can help you to be conscious of trying to lean into that. This is helping us to open up our creativity center, where also our abundance lies, and our sensuality as well. Our fertility. This is where we not only give birth to babies, but we give birth to ideas, to inspiration. Let's make our way back up onto our hands, tuck those back toes under. Let's bring that right leg to the back and do what you need to do to get everything all circulating beautifully in that right leg. You can do gentle kicks back. You can roll your hip again. Just whatever you need to do. All right, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Let's breathe in, lift that left leg up, bring it forward into swan, also known as pigeon pose. Okay, that right leg is stretched directly back. You're either on your fingertips or right onto the palms of your hand or a little bit halfway in between. Pushing your heart forward. You might even lift your chin slightly. That lifts into your neck. What type of alignment do you need? And then if you like, you can come down onto your forearms. You can either stay right here or you can go even lower and put your head onto your forearms or onto the mat. See, I have the space here between my hip and between the mat. So this is where I can put a block and aim to get myself a little bit closer. Use your breath to open up your hip. Okay, you can come back up onto your hands. Tuck those back toes, bring back left leg to the back, and do what you need to do again to get all the blood circulating. Let's get some fresh synovial fluid going into our knees. All right. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, maybe to the middle of the mat, or it can be a little bit closer to the front. Just come into a seated position. Oh, ladies, you worked hard. We worked hard. We all worked hard there. I can definitely feel that. Okay, staff pose. So legs are straight ahead. Have as much of a bend in your knee as you need. Breathe in, raise those arms up. Breathe out, hinge at the hips, reaching forward, and then just settle in. So even though I have a rounded back, I'm aiming to have a straighter back. So I'm aiming to bring my belly close to my thighs. That means I might need to bend my knees more, right? So I can get down a little bit closer, but listening to the backs of my legs, because you don't want to overdo it. There's no need. Just want to ease into it. Use your breath to help you to get a little bit deeper in the pose in the way that works for you. Come on back up. Let's bend that right leg. Let's reach back with that right arm, reach up with the left arm, hook it over, looking over that left shoulder. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So bending that left leg, reaching back, reach up with that right arm, hook it over, and looking over that left shoulder. Come back to center. Let's go into cobblers pose, also known as butterfly pose. You can have your hands on your ankles or holding the insides of your feet as if you're opening up a book, or you can even have your hands around your toes and warm them up if they're a little chilly. If you like, you can add your arms on the insides of your shins, gently pushing down and pushing your heart forward. Breathing in and out through your nose. Okay, let's bring our legs together and let's slowly Make our way down to the mat. Let's bring our arms open in a T formation. All right, let's cross the right leg over the left. Lift up the hips, move them 2 inches to the right, and let's bring our legs over to the left as you look over the right shoulder, if that's what feels good for you. All right, let's go to the other side. So let's bring those legs back to center. Realign your spine, uncross the legs, cross the other leg over. Lift up your hips. This time, move them 2 inches to the left. And then bring your legs up and over to the right as you look over to the left. And let's bring our legs back to center, realign your spine, uncross the legs. Let's bring them both up to happy baby, grabbing onto the outsides of the feet. Arms are on the insides of your legs, drawing your knees and your feet towards the mat as your feet are trying to push your hands up to the ceiling. Trying to bring your tailbone flat onto the mat. If your tailbone is flat, you might even want to add rocking back and forth if that feels nice on your spine. If there's anything else you want to do before Shavasana, now is the time to do it. Maybe you want to grab socks, a blanket, or a pillow. There's one last pose you want to do to help your practice to feel complete. Otherwise, you can find the perfect position for your Shavasana today. You might want to have your knees together to touch and your feet at opposite edges of the mat, or reach your legs out. Arms can be out, or maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Breathing in and out through your nose. So our feminine side is on our left side. And if you notice that you had more constriction today on the left side, maybe for me, I felt my balance was a little more off than usual on my left side. Normally my right side is the one that gives me problems, but I had a little bit more of a problem on my left side today. And I noticed my hip was a little bit tighter on my left side too. So that's giving me an indication that I do need to take the time to embrace my feminine side more. So just like that lion card that I pulled today as inspiration for the class, embracing that willpower and connecting in with the feminine energy of the sun. So let's connect in with that goddess energy, that gentle, that patient, yet passionate and courageous side. There's still very much a strong power, strong willpower within the feminine. But they are patient, they are strong. And let's think about embracing cooperation, utilizing the beautiful resources that we have around us. Sometimes those resources are other people. We don't need to take it all on ourselves. Use the help of others. Use that cooperation. Bless you, my dog just did a very sloppy sneeze. It sounded like one of those sneezes that would just splatter everywhere if you were sneezing yourself. You know, that gentle spray. He's sharing the love right now, sharing the love and the power of his sneeze. Don't you love that power? You feel it building up, and that release of that powerful sneeze can be so wonderful. So allow your goddess side, that beautiful feminine energy, to fully relax into the mat. Fully embrace. You have stuff to do, yes, you will get to it. And that's when the masculine side will take action. And we need to have the beautiful balance between the masculine and the feminine, the action and the rest. The go after and get it compared to the patient and the gentle and the trusting. Start to deepen your breath if you're ready to move on with your day. You can bring some movement into your fingers and toes. If you like, you can reach your arms above your head, your toes in the opposite direction, really big stretch. And then in your own timing, you can roll over to one side. Eyes can be closed or open, whichever helps you to feel safe and secure and peaceful in these transitions. In your own timing, eyes closed or open again, you can make your way to a seated position. So all of us, just take your time right now to tune into your body, tune into your breath. All of us have been going through a beautiful transformation, or you could say transmutation. Just like the other card that was pulled at the beginning of the class, we're shedding our skin like a snake, letting go of all that is no longer working for us, all that is no longer serving us. We are different now than we were a year ago, than we were even 2 weeks ago. And going through a continuous transformation, further aligning with who we are. It's a time right now to question everything. Question the way society views things. What is considered right or wrong in other people's eyes, in the collective's eyes. You know, the majority rules. It's time to let go of all that. And just continually look within. What's right? What's the right or wrong for you? Sometimes we might rock the boat when we step into our power and do things that feel right for us, even though it's maybe going against the grain of what society had created for us. But that's what creates change, beautiful change. So we need to trust within ourselves, step within our own power. Shed what's no longer in alignment. Breathe in as we raise our arms up. Breathe out as we bring our hands to our hearts. Feel the radiation from your heart, the beautiful energy, whether it is green or pink or a mixture, it is radiating out from your heart, filling the whole room in which you are in, filling the whole house or apartment or wherever you're at, wherever you're staying. It's filling and encompassing it all, spreading your love and light. And as we move forward with finishing this practice, you might even want to picture that beautiful heartfelt energy spreading across your whole town or city, country, or even around the whole world. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak kind words to yourself and to others. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, and gratitude. From my light to your beautiful light. Namaste.